Hi everyone, this is Galen Martling. Today I'm using Unity Stamp Company and I am going to share how I made ink splatters and used ink blending at the same time with stamping. And so for the stamping I use from Unity Sunray. It's a background of the month for March 2022 and it is a full A2 size. I love it. Also I'm using dies by Unity. One set is called Here's a Hug dies and also scallops and rectangle nesting dies. So I'm using distress ink in 3 different colors. I'm using distress paint in 2 colors. I use the paint in the picket fence and antique bronze. I have a splatter brush by Tim Holtz and I'm going to use that. So I go ahead and start with the ink blending. So I use Simon Says Stamp ink blending brushes and start with that yellow. After this is stamped, the stamping has to be all the way dry, or if you want to emboss it, make sure it's all heat set before you add any of the ink blending to prevent any kind of smearing. I did find that the ink from the Distress ink is much more vivid and bright. What I was going for, the Distress Oxide was more of a muted shade. So I wanted the bright, so I went back to my Distress inks for this. And so I am adding yellow, and then I'm adding a lighter shade of blue, and then I'm going in with a darker shade of blue. Here at the top, I want this to be saturated with very vivid, bright colors. And so I really like how it turned out. I am trying to mimic the colors of Ukraine just to lend support and hopefully peace for the region. This just helps share a little bit of uplifting card making. And so the colors are definitely inspired by that. And so I am using splatters. Now I use a splatter box also. So I just add a little bit of each of the colors into a little palette well there, and using the splatter brush, I just go ahead and take and lift up the black part there and then just splatter on white first. And then after I'm finished with that, I'll splatter on the bronze, which is like a metallic gold color. And so you just take it and you with the brush, it's very long bristles and it's wider bristles. So if you just separate them and let it go, you have splatter right on the project. It's great. I do the same thing with the bronze color. Of course, you clean it off in between with a water well there. And so I go ahead and do the same thing there with the bronze. I just wanted a touch of gold in there that shimmers, that gold shimmers. And the white offsets it nicely. I like the depth and detail that adding a couple of different colors of ink blending gives. So I die cut that using Unity die. I put a piece of wax paper in between the die and the stamp art. I like to do that if I've already prepared the panel with some sort of art. I want to protect the die from getting all gunked up. So it turned out great and the impression still is nice. So I put the sentiment on a piece of vellum. Then I had some calla lilies by Jolie's. They're just embellishments already packaged. I had them on hand. I thought that would be perfect for the card. And so I went ahead and on the back of the vellum, I just put some flat double-sided adhesive behind the sentiment. Now I'm using some tacky glue here by My Favorite Things to put the calla lily on, and then adhere it all and layer it all to finish. I hope you like this and give it a try. Thanks so much for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.